Well, by this time tomorrow, voters in a leafy Vancouver neighbourhood will have decided whether to give the Premier a seat in the legislature. Christy Clark was not an elected MLA when she took power and took the Liberal leadership this spring. That is something that the party hopes to change tomorrow. They are getting a run for their money, though, from the NDP, and even if she wins, the Premier will be fighting a new flank of political attacks. A News legislature reporter Christy Clark has the story.
No one said it would be easy, but it's likely Christy Clark didn't think it would be this hard. 4 weeks after calling a by-election in Vancouver-Point Grey, the Premier's had a fight on her hands from NDP candidate David Eby.
The worst child poverty rate in Canada.
A civil liberties advocate, he's accused her of being afraid to debate him. Indeed, she's been a no-show at all candidates' meetings. She, in turn, has accused him of being a radical because of his libertarian views. And now he has complained to Elections BC, accusing her of making big funding announcements in the riding while campaigning, in effect, misusing public funds.
We've asked Elections BC to have a look at that around, for example, Colin Hanson being the campaign chair, and around all of the funding announcements that seem to be happening in and around the riding right now.
I know that in elections, your opposition feels like they have an obligation to find things to complain about. But I have an obligation to do my job as Premier.
All the announcements that we did in the last couple of weeks were already planned. They are important public announcements.
Elections BC will only say it's received the complaint, and although the outcome is likely to be close tomorrow night, those close to Clark's campaign say she will win. If she does, that's no guarantee of a less rocky road, because as Clark has hit the hustings, so too has the leader of BC's fledgling Conservative Party.
We're really growing the party here in Vancouver Island.
The crowds were small in Port McNeill last night and Campbell River this morning, but John Cummins says his party's momentum is building.
The crowds have been just really receptive, very enthusiastic, and signing up lots of people and getting a commitment from them to sign up others.
Though he will have to wait until the next general election to do what Clark is doing now, he hopes to represent the kind of threat to Christy Clark and the BC Liberals that Eby and the NDP already are. In Victoria, Christy Clark, A News.